surrounding him so that Chris can get... It's based loosely on a speech that takes place in Act 2 where Frederick Treves is discussing the patients that he has to deal with. And he used the term bulged out with deformity, and he's referring to the patients that he treats and he describes them as being deformed. And that gave me the idea that actually Merrick appears to be the completely normal person, and it is actually the rest of society that has got that contortion, distortion, or are deformed in some way. They're deformed by their morals, they're deformed by their behaviour. I see Merrick as an innocent, a naive, childlike innocent, and therefore we're going to portray him in a very simple, neutral, and totally undeformed way.
Mr. Carver, Frederick Treves.
I'm playing Sir Frederick Treves, who is a physician in the time of John Merrick, which is around sort of 1884 to sort of 89.
I will this time. You are ready?
I am.
From now on,
Oh my good God in heavens!
When we first see him, he's just arrived at the London, and he's just got a position as a physician in a hospital. And he later finds a little bazaar in London where they're displaying what claims to be an elephant man. And obviously he can't believe that, so being a physician, he thinks it's all papier-mâché and paint, and that it won't really be a disfigurement or a person. But to his utter shock, he finds out that it is actually a real person, and these disorders and bone growths and things are actually real.
And that Treves, the character who meets him and apparently rescues him, ends up realising that he's just doing exactly the same as the managers that used to use him in the freak show. The first thing that Treves does after he rescues him and takes him to the hospital is put him on show and give a lecture about him. He takes photographs of him. People come to see him and he becomes famous. In other words, he's still on show.
I play John Merrick, or the Elephant Man, as most people know him. It's definitely a lot different to what the Elephant Man is and a lot of people expect to see. But the way the play introduces it, it really eases people into how we play it in this play.
Throughout the play, he is always on show. So even though he's been taken away from a freak show, he is still being looked at, people are still coming to see this so-called freak.
A fantastic part of the stage that a lot of the great scenes will take place on. So, I say great. They're great scenes in the play.